What's up, everybody? I'm Isabella, a store manager out of Zumi, St. Augustine, Florida. Welcome to Sit Back and Set Up with Sovrn. I am stoked to be one of your hosts today. Join here with today, my guy, Matt.
What up, y'all? It's Matt P over at Store 311 Barton Creek in Austin, Texas. Today we are going to be interviewing pro skater Nate Greenwood from Sovrn. What's up, Nate? How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
We're all hanging out.
Just hanging out, yeah. Feel that. Just hanging out. I just got back from yoga, just ate some lunch, just had some pineapple pizza, ready to set up a new complete and get out there, go skate today.
Before we get
Hell yeah.
Well, can we get a rundown of what we're working today with your complete, Nate?
Yeah, for sure. So we got Sovrn board from one of the last releases that we had. It's an 825 board. It's, that I usually ride. We got some Bones wheels. I had a pro model wheel come out about a year and a half ago. So I still have a couple sets left over. I'll be setting up this one. Some size 149 in the hollow trucks. We're setting those up as well with some mob grip tape. We got some Bones Super Reds, and then some just independent standard 7/8 hardware.
Sweet. So, how long have you been riding for Bones, Nate?
Oh, it's probably been since I want to say 2012 they put me on the team. I was getting flowed product just through a rep with the shop that I ride for back home. It's called Theory, and there's a local territorial rep that would hook me up through the shop, and then I just got linked up with the team manager, and I just went from there. Stoked that I ride for them. They take good care of me, so shout outs to Bones.
Sweet. And you were on Zumi's Best Foot Forward. What's your story with that?
Oh man, that was fun. That was a fun trip. Me and the other one of the other pros on Sovrn, Walker Ryan, we got flown out to New York, and then we went to Detroit and then Toronto, and we got to help judge 3 of the contests at those stops, and it was like a week long. So we had a couple off days where we got to go skate street around the areas, either other parks or streets, or just hang out and enjoy the cities. And I want to say Toronto was probably my favorite. We ended up skating downtown Toronto, which is just littered with spots. Every corner has a spot. So we were skating around for the day, filming some stuff for Instagram and whatnot, and got to this one spot and we ran into this guy who was like, "Hey, do you mind if I, sit down and watch you guys skate?" I'm like, "No, sure, go for it." And he's dressed out, decked out in all this designer gear, and we're like, "Who is this dude? What, interested in what we're doing, And come to find out, he's a professional football player. He's a running back at the time for the Rams, J.K. Shuttlesworth. So he was actually staying in Toronto as on a little vacation, and we were skating a spot right in front of his hotel room. And he heard the skateboards, and he was like, "I gotta go check it out." And he's actually for being a big, bulky, fit dude, professional football player, he's his love for skating is unmatched. So we just connected.
Light on his feet.
What's that?
Light on his feet.
Yeah. He's got the agility for it, for sure. And I ran into him a couple times in LA since then. And we just keep in touch, just through social media and stuff. So without Zumi's hooking it up with that trip, I would have never met him and made that connection. So good dude. Shout out to Zumi. Shout out to JK.
That's amazing. Have you ever skated in Florida before?
I have. Yeah, I'll go to Florida for Tampa Am and then Tampa Pro. I missed. They didn't have it last year because coronavirus, and then the year before I was hurt, so I didn't go. But then all the previous years, I want to say that I went probably 4 years in a row, maybe 5. Humidity's not the greatest. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm kind of used to it. But Florida, it's in its own realm sometimes with that.
All right. Well, we
Yeah,
show
sure.
everybody what we're working with today too. Matt, you want to show them the decks that we're working with today?
Dude, absolutely. So we got a couple different options for our audience today. So Isabella's showing hers off. We got deck number 1. Do we want to do this one, audience?
Yes, you guys get to pick what we're building today. So we got option number 1 for me, the 818 Sovrn Classic. Yes. And then we got option number 2.
Dope, dope. So over here in Austin, we got our 825 Sovrn deck. And to switch it up, since we're skating street today, we got another 825 Sovrn deck. And
Let
then
us know in the chat, guys.
What was that?
1 or 2 for the deck. All right, number 1, guys. All right, we're going with number 1 for me. What about for Matt?
we got option 1 or we got option 2. Dope. It looks like we're going with number 2 today.
Yeah, good choices,
Okay, we
guys.
got
Good
it.
choices.
Let's get started.
Kind of jealous you guys got the countertops. I'm just like setting up on my lap.
Handing it
Over
up there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got all the supplies.
Right.
All right. So, guys, 2 options for grip tape from me. We got grip number 1, Mob Roses. Sweet. So, what do we want to go on this deck? Number 1 or number 2? Rose or checker, guys? Let me know.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna switch it over to some trucks. We've got our Indy 144s with the red base, or we've got our Indy 144 since both decks were either a 825 solid silver, the block Indies on a 144. Do we want to go red base or silver base? Let them know in the comments below.
All right, guys, you chose. We are going with Rose over here from me on the 818 Sovrn deck. All right.
Going with some black mob today.
So, Nate, have you ever been to Kona Skate Park in Jacksonville?
You know what? I haven't. That's like one of the places where I'm like, that's like a bucket list skate park. Just 'cause, you know, so much history there.
Yeah, 100% a classic. It's huge, too.
Yeah.
My team and I go all the time.
How far are you guys from Kona?
Probably about 30 minutes. Not even.
You guys are lucky.
Oh, for sure. They got some huge vert ramps over there. So
Yep.
What is your favorite skate park? You can teleport to any skate park right now.
Oh,
What are you
man.
going to?
That's a good question. I'd say I don't have a single favorite because there's like certain features of different parks that I love. I would say it's a mix between Linda Vista Skate Park in San Diego, or there's a park in Connecticut that I used to skate all the time called Willimantic, and it follows the Willimantic River. And this park is insane. It's just like a huge concrete park, and it has all these like mostly transition, so it has all these like little cool little small features and everything, and yeah, just a bunch of different style like setups. You know, just the options are open there. That's probably my favorite.
For sure. So what trick are you working on right now? You got anything in the works?
Not really. I've actually been, I was injured for a while. I just started skating again 2 weeks ago. I've been off the board for about 8 months now. I've I've dealt with a pretty tedious like musculoskeletal injury. So yeah, I finally just started skating again 2 weeks ago, and so I've been working with a bunch of specialists and physical therapists just to help me get back to good health. So I'm kind of just starting back and just taking it slow. So I'm not really learning or focusing on learning any new tricks at the moment. But it's like, I'm just having so much fun just getting back on the board. It's like, I feel like a kid again, It's like reintroducing that feeling of like, you don't gotta be good to have fun skating, which is like the best part. So I'm just having fun just doing some really basic stuff, which is kind of a blessing in a sense,
Hell yeah. So Nate, now that you're back from, you spoke about an injury. You said you had a pro wheel that just came out, right?
Yeah, so I have one. So there's this one. This is my old wheel. I'm actually from the same city as Dr. Seuss, and so this is like an ode to the Lorax. They just like made me basically in like Lorax form. But I have another one coming out. It should be hitting shops around this time. I'm not sure if you guys have gotten it yet. But it's my mom's 100% Polish, and I grew up with a lot of like Polish pottery around the house, and so I kind of did an ode to that with like some Polish influenced designs. And yeah, I'm really stoked on how that came out. So I'm excited for that one to come out. Hit the shops pretty soon.
That's what's up. So what do you feel is next up for you? What's coming next?
Man, that's a good question. I don't really know yet, but I have a lot of interests, outside of skating, especially with all the downtime I've had during this injury. I've learned a lot about anatomy and physiology in the human body and how complex it is. So I've spent a lot of my time just reading and listening to podcasts and kind of educating myself on that front. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe trying to get into that field eventually, but who knows? I guess in due time we'll figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So actually, we just got our first question from the audience. What is the trick that you're proudest of? Shout out to Dan in the audience.
Shout out to Dan. Good question. Let's see. Okay, so there's one that I was thinking about for a while. It was actually in my last part for Bones. That was kind of like a promotional part for my wheel when it came out. And there's like a little ledge down like a 5-stair at a college, about 40 minutes from where I grew up in Massachusetts. And I did like a backside 180, fakie 5-0, fakie flip out down it. And it was kind of like, I kind of like told myself like, this would be like a cool like dream trick, like in my dreams, And then eventually I just started practicing the trick. Every park I would go to, I tried on the ledge and, started getting like somewhat consistent at it. And then it just became like more of a reality. So last time I went back home to visit, Bones had helped me out with, traveling to be able to film this part for them. And I was like, I really want to go to this hubba and do this trick. And yeah, just somehow it was getting dark out. My dude I was filming with took the camera light out, and I was like, I got like maybe 5-10 more tries. And it was so humid out. I was like pouring sweat, like losing my vision. And yeah, all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was riding away. And literally, like, you could see it in the clip. I have like an iPhone clip of it on the Instagram, and I'm like, I like hold my head because I like blacked out. And before I knew it, like I said, I was just riding away. And it was pretty surreal for sure. And I thought that was like the icing on the cake for, at least for myself, with the part, just doing something like that, it's technicality wise.
Oh, absolutely, man. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I've always differed on what my skate routine is. Usually I stretch for a little bit. I chug down some water. I got to get some energy in me.
Yeah.
Per most Zoomies employees, I like to chug down a Red Bull. Primarily water though. Stay hydrated. Do you have any like warm up routine or anything crazy that you do before you go out and skate?
Well, lately it's kind of been a little bit rough because I happen to be having my injury. So my warm-up routine is kind of extensive at the moment. Hoping to wean off of that or be able to wean off of that pretty soon. But yeah, I'll do like, like some band work, just like do like some resistance band work, like between, get the legs firing and stuff, and try to limber up a little bit. So I'll just do it's called like active stretching. So you see people like swinging their legs or doing like the twists like this, and it just kind of like warms your body up and primes it for like the movement with skating, because skating's so unpredictable. You can like fall a certain way, and like I've had multiple different injuries just because I wasn't like warmed up properly. So yeah, just kind of like doing that stuff, getting the body warmed up, just moving around a little bit, and then just kind of starting off with the basics, not really going too crazy. It's like, yeah, it may feel good, but like you gotta feel comfortable on your board before you start trying like harder tricks. So I would say don't do like any static stretching. Like, don't do any like long holds with certain stretches for like over like 45 seconds or so, because it really takes away from the power of your muscles. It like I wouldn't say it weakens them, but it takes away, like I said, the power of being able to do certain tricks. So you'll fatigue a little bit quicker too.
I got you, man.
A question from the chat, Raspberry. What's Nate's favorite TV show?
Oh, man, that's a good one. Oh, man. Lately,
That's a hard one.
It switches up. But lately, I've been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David's pretty genius in his comedic spin. Just like everyday situations, like it's all stuff that he would think about, but it's like stuff that's possible to happen if you're not really careful what you're saying to people,
Absolutely. Okay, audience, we have two trucks right here, Indy. We have black bottom, chrome, or red bottom to go with our rose deck. So this is what we're working with right now, guys. So we can do red bottom, black bottom. What are we going with?
That board's coming along pretty sick, Isabella. I like that grip. We decided on this side to go with the red bottom trucks. Are we feeling the Bones big balls, or are we feeling the Bones reds? OG versus that new that good shit.
They're going with the reds, Matt. They're going with the reds. It's like
going with the reds.
Guys, you guys chose red bottoms. That's exactly what we're gonna do. This is going to be sick, guys.
And I heard we might even be giving these away, as in we're gonna be giving these away at the end of it.
Oh man, that's wild. Somebody, you guys could be skating this deck tomorrow. So that is amazing. So Nate, what is some advice you can give to beginners? This is from Trippy Mushrooms 1234.
Oh, some advice to give to beginners.
Absolutely.
Just have fun. That's honestly it's initially why I started skating. I fell in love. I saw people skating down the street, and like as soon as I saw someone like do a trick, I'm like, wait, that's possible. Like I was probably about 8 or 9 years old when I saw it, and it's like it looks like so much fun. It's like so much freedom, kind of an escape from reality. Just have fun with it. Challenge yourself a little bit, but don't get too discouraged, because that's gonna hinder you. That's gonna keep you from progressing, to where you want to be. So don't hold too high of expectations for yourself. Just take it one day, one session at a time, and yeah, like I said, just have fun with it. And I'm sure it'll help you, get the most out of it.
I got you. Audience, what other questions we got?
And when you are gripping a board, always cut from the bottom, never from the top.
Hey, Nate, why do we want to cut from the top?
I think it's more dangerous. I don't know. I just heard it in a video when I was growing up, and it just stuck with me.
Hell yeah. What videos did you watch coming up?
I really enjoyed an old reel video called Roll Forever. I used to watch that just about every day. Just watch Sight Unseen. I kind of grew up around a lot of older guys, so they kind of like helped me understand what was in, like what I should be watching to really learn about the history and who was kind of like leading the way at the time. So yeah, a lot of old Transworld videos. I'd say probably the video that impacted me the most was Flip Sorry. I used to have that on VHS, and I think I wore out the first VHS video that I had of it because I just used to watch it every day. I used to watch it like multiple times a day, and it was like, I think it still holds up to this day. Like the quality of skating, quality of editing, and the music, and just the whole cohesiveness of the video, it still holds up to the standards of today's skating. So yeah, super good video. If you haven't seen it, check out Flip Sorry. Yeah, it changed my whole life, changed my whole perspective on skating, and I really appreciate that video being made.
Looks like these boards are coming along. Nate, you got any other tips or tricks for me?
Not really. I mean, that's the beauty of skating, setting up boards and stuff. You can be creative with it. You don't really, I mean, obviously, set up the trucks the right way and whatnot. Don't put them backwards because then you're going to be making it harder for yourself. But yeah, draw a design in your grip tape. Put your wheels inside out or some other way. Add some flair to it. Stick your board up. Like, do whatever you want to do that's going to get you stoked to ride that board, because essentially that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that you're stoked on what you're riding. You feel better on your board, you're going to skate better, you feel better mentally. It all plays hand in hand. So yeah, have fun with it.
All right, guys. So today, this board is almost completed. We are rocking with Bones STS 53. Brand new Bougie. And we have the ultimate decision here, guys. I've got Bronsons and Reds right now. What are we rocking with? What do we want this board to rep? Remember, guys, this is your next new board. You can be skating this tomorrow. Yeah.
All the audience.
Unanimous.
While the audience is deciding, are we rolling with Bones Hundreds or Bones Street Tech forms? Them STFs.
Woo!
Nate, unfortunately today I didn't have your pro model wheel, but by this next stream, I'm definitely gonna have it on my own setup.
Oh, good. We're supporting my boy Bougie over here. So that's all.
Bougie.
I back it. He's another. I live in Long Beach. He's a Long Beach resident as well. So I'll see him around from time to time. Super good dude. Super solid dude. So yeah, I'm stoked to be on the same team as him.
Well, yeah. So it looks like we're rocking with those Street Techs. We're rocking with those Street Techs today.
The best formula in my opinion.
Matt, have you ever tried these STFs, the bones?
Dude, that's what I have not always used, but I had always ridden bones. So when the street tech forums were like coming out, I tried them out and I have never looked back. I like to get a little bit of both. Like I skate a little bit of vert, I skate a little bit of street. So occasionally I will switch it up to a little bit of a softer wheel. But if I'm riding the street, I'm definitely gonna go skate those STFs.
Oh yeah.
What about you?
I definitely go for the STFs all the way. I used to do Formula 4s, the lock-ins, but got our first pair of STFs and I fell in love with the design. And I heard good things, so I tried them out, and man, these things last forever. I love them.
Actually, I helped out test out the initial formula. They actually switched up the formula and made them a little bit softer because a lot of people were saying that the original STFs were like a little bit too hard. So, you know, I like to skate a bunch of like rough spots, like not really the smoothest spots. So, you know, I was testing out, probably went through a couple rounds of testing out like new formulas that they were doing. And remember there's just one formula that they sent me. I would test out like a couple different sets every time they would send me a box. And I just remember like the one set that I tested out towards the end, I was like, this is it, like this is the one. So it actually ended up being the formula that they went with and have been going with ever since. I think it was like 2017 maybe. So then when it came time to me having a wheel, I was like, hey, like make it in that formula. It's the best formula you'll ever ride.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have another question for you, Nate. So you know that old superstition, do you flip your wheels graphic out or do you flip them in?
I flip them in, but I think for the purpose of this video, I put them out just so, I don't know, honestly.
You can really admire what's going on, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You know, let people see and stuff, but give some shameless self-promotion and some promotion to Bones. But yeah, usually I just like seeing the clean outside or the inside of the wheel. So yeah, I set them up inside out, so then it's just like solid white or whatever the color of the wheel is, just solid blank. Yeah, I'm pretty picky with like how I set up my board, so I'm as very basic as it could be sometimes is always the best.
Oh, for sure.
What about you guys?
Nate, I don't know. I'm one of those people that just likes to have it out.
Yeah.
I usually will like start out with the graphic out, but then when they start to get, you know, worn down and like all that is gone, I'll flip them inside out.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, with the STFs, they last like super long. They'll last me like almost like 3 or 4 boards.
Yeah.
So that's usually when I start to flip them out, when I want the clean look instead of like all the colors everywhere.
Sure. And it's actually pretty smart to do that too, because it helps with like the wear and tear of the wheel. Because if you're like turning more on one side rather than the other, the wheel will tend to like cone out a little bit. You know, it'll get worn away like in like a cone shape. So you can switch the wheels around, rotate the wheels. It's like rotating your tires on a car just to give it kind of equal love on both sides. So yeah, it's pretty smart that you do that.
Oh, for sure. Do you usually do any like designs on your grip tape? Leave a stripe out. You know, everybody has their own signature.
Sometimes I'll do like a little like strip. They call it the East Coast strip. So you just do like the like leave it a little bit blank on this side, like just kind of set up the grip a little bit sideways. But yeah, other than that, I kind of just I'll actually do this one thing where I just scrape little piece. People hate it. What are you doing? I just do that. It's the tail. I know, you know. It's just I don't know. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, so that's really the only other thing that I do.
For sure.
It's super dope. Super dope. I like that idea. I might have to steal it from you.
Go for it.
So Nate, I got a pretty simple question for you. What'd you have for lunch today?
Oh man, I actually had some leftovers. I got pizza the other night, so I had some pineapple pizza.
Ooh.
I don't know how you guys feel about that if pineapple belongs on pizza, but I'm fine for it, you know?
Hey man, I'm rocking pineapple on pizza every day of the week.
How does the audience feel about pineapple pizza? Is that a yay or a nay? I don't know. I'm really weird about it. I mean, like, I've definitely tried it, and I was very in the middle about it. I couldn't hate it, but I could not love it. I don't know. It was like right there.
That's respectable.
Our audience loves pineapple pizza for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being myself being a vegetarian, I had to trade my pepperoni for something, and that was pineapple. And every pizza I have always has pineapple on it. So just before we wrap up for today, let's check out these setups.
Yeah.
Oh man, Nate, that is sick. This is definitely a pro style deck right here.
Yeah, I like the red base on both you guys' trucks. I like the choices from the audience.
Most
Seems
definitely.
like our audience.
Somebody might be doing their first kickflip on this. This is historical, right?
That'd get me stoked. That'd really get me hyped, actually. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sign this board. I'm gonna throw it up to you guys to do a little giveaway.
Okay.
This is one of the
Okay.
new
What
buckets that come out.
should we do, audience? Nate's signing this board. Should we? What do you think, Isabella?
Oh man, I think we should be giving these away to somebody. Some lucky contestant is most definitely going to have our board. So
Okay.
it looks like we're all finished with the decks. So thank you to everybody for hopping on to check out the stream today. Thanks so much to Nate and Sovrn for being a part of this with us. And don't forget to keep your eye on the Zoomy stash for this exact board. These exact boards. And Nate, do you have anything to say before we sign off?
I want to thank both of you guys, Matt and Isabella, for tuning in, joining me to set up the boards. That was fun. Shouts out to Zoomies. Shouts out to Sovrn, to Bones, Indie, Mob, all my other sponsors. And yeah, this is fun. Like I said, just have fun with it, guys. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. And yeah, just have fun skating. Get out there.
Dope. Hey, thanks for having us, Nate. Thank you, audience, for participating. Head on over to the Zoomies Stash app, and you might even get the chance to win Nate's board.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nate.
And Matt, shouldn't we tell them the little surprise we have for the end?
Ooh, I don't know if they're ready.
This is a big one, guys. I really hope we have some locals watching this stream right now because we have a big opportunity.
So the first customer that comes in and watch the stream is going to get this board for free today, and Isabella's.
What?
Woo!
Yeah.
What do we think,
We
audience?
actually made 2 decks today. We have this one right here. This is the one going out for free. Non-made yet, your choice. We can make it here for you and have it set up for you, or you can take all these pieces home. We've got the other Sovrn deck. We have got checkered grip tape. And we have got Indies and Bones as well. And also, a huge congratulations to Wafflehead59 and Dawson Dude. You guys have won the completes that we were building today.
Yeah.
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 Guys, congratulations. You guys are going to be skating. Yeah, we got the whole store clapping for you guys. Woo! That is a congrats from 447. Also, as well, if you want to come pick up this other deck, we are located in St. Augustine Outlet Mall. That's St. Augustine, Florida, 32092. So please come pick this bad boy up. He's waiting for a home.
We are out here in Austin, Texas at store 311 Barton Creek Mall. We're going to be giving away one of these awesome Sovrn decks today.
Last door's open, guys, so come on in and grab this. And another congratulations to our winners. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get there while you can, you guys. Get there while you can.
run away out the back door. I want my clothes back. You say you miss me, so then I drive back to you. I drive back to you. Don't make me get violent. I want my ring back, baby, that's a diamond. You don't listen anyways, I'll be quiet. I don't really feel like fighting. Don't make me get violent. I want my ring back, baby, that's a diamond. You don't listen anyways, I'll be quiet. I don't really feel like fighting.